What to Watch with Your Popcorn. I'm Dave.
And I am Rob. And today we're going to be reviewing the movie Near Dark. It's a vampire movie. And what's kind of interesting, Dave, is we've been getting a lot of these requests for these sort of independent, low-budget movies where the lead female character is not quite what they seem. Mm-hmm. Like the first one we got was what was it called? Night Tide with Dennis Hopper was the first one we did. He played a guy that meets this woman that poses as a mermaid at a carnival, and she may not be quite what she seems. And in this case, there's something similar to that. The story pretty much is Caleb is this young man in Oklahoma who meets this girl named May, and he kind of has a crush on her. And it turns out that there's something very unusual about her. She can't be out at dawn, and she is also rather pale.
See that one?
First one I laid my eyes on.
The light that's leaving that star right now will take 1 billion years to get down here. You want to know why you've never met a girl like me before?
Why?
Because I'll still be here when the light from that star gets down here to Earth.
It turns out she's a vampire, and she's part of this sort of little mini group of vampires that are traveling around, and she accidentally bites him, and he becomes a vampire. So it kind of becomes a movie's about the process of what would happen if somebody got bit and become a vampire in a somewhat realistic world. So it's kind of a weird phrase, making a realistic vampire movie, very weird. But but with Catherine Bigelow, I mean, if you watch her other movies, whether it's something like Hurt Locker or Zero Dark 30, she uses very naturalistic photography. Like, for example, it's not glossy. For example, in this movie, scenes that are set at night, it feels like you're there at nighttime and you have like a street lamp shining down on you and something like that. It feels like you, the viewer, are there. And that's what she does with these movies is it feels like you're observing everything and you're kind of piecing the story together based on what you've seen. And in this movie, we follow Caleb as we sort of explore what would happen if we had a vampire culture and what it would be like. And that's kind of interesting.
Suicide, but don't be. Just feel it. Feel what's in you.
That scares me. Yeah.
You're in my hands.
What do we do now?
Anything we want.
I thought the acting was like really good and whatnot, and yeah, I like the lighting techniques and everything. It makes it seem like realistic and everything. It's like you feel like this could really happen compared to most vampire movies that get like really repetitive and really ridiculous and the same type of stuff all the time. This was kind of a treat to watch because this was a little bit different. I would say this is probably like, if you compare this to any other vampire movie, this is probably more like Lost Boys, because it's like kind of the same. They got this guy like meets up with a bunch of vampires, and then he finds this girl, and I guess she's not yet turned into a vampire yet, but she hangs out with them, and then he falls in love with her, and then I think they eventually like turn him into a vampire partially or whatever. So that would be like what would be compared to this.
Don't belong. Besides, so damn ugly makes blood. Scumsake.
I'm wondering about you, May. I shouldn't be wondering about you. It ain't right for May to be carrying you, Caleb. He makes you kill tonight. I don't care how you do it. You do it, or you die.
I kind of like this movie, but the problem that I had with it was the middle kind of dragged a little bit. I mean, it started off very well and it ended very well, but I mean, it kind of got a little bit thin and somewhat repetitive because we follow these vampires. What they do is we see them kill people, because they need their blood, and then they have to go hide somewhere during the day, like in a hotel or in empty places, and then they have to go out and kill again and then hide. And it kind of got a bit repetitive for me. After a while. There was
one scene where they all raid this one bar, though. That kind of got like a little bit exciting and whatnot, because they have to kill everybody in the bar to get the blood, because they're like really in the need to feed by then.
Yeah, that was one of the scenes I thought dragged a little bit. But I like I said, I think it was interesting to watch and see what would happen if we really had a vampire culture, existing, and what it would be like. So that was kind of interesting that we got to follow somebody on this journey. Sort of. I mean, it's not like her later films like Hurt Locker or Zero Dark 30. You know, this is
Yeah.
like something completely different. But I kind of enjoyed it. I'm not sure that I really liked it though. But I would probably say if you're a Catherine Bigelow fan, this is one of her early films. If you're a Catherine Bigelow fan, or you like vampire movies, this might be up your alley. So
Yeah.
for them, I would say, you know, check this one out. You might enjoy it with your popcorn.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely check this one out because this is different in my opinion than the most vampire movies, and so you said yourself. So yeah, I definitely say check this out with your popcorn.
All right, well, we thank you very much for watching. If you have seen Near Dark, go ahead and post your comments about what you thought of it, or if you haven't done so already, consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. So again, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time on What to Watch with Your Popcorn.